napendanga kuendelea class kubwa.
By now, most of us know that young man, as people call him, but he's just a little baby. He's a baby, and he's talking to Obinna as his age mate. And I've seen on the comment, people are telling Obinna that this is just an older man in a small body. But if you ask me, this is a precocious maturity. There's nothing wrong with that boy. It's just that he's exhibiting behaviors. He's thinking his behaviors, his responses to questions are like that of a mature person than his age. And that's why you hear in that video, he's saying that when he goes to church, he's not even accompanied by the parents. He goes by himself. He buys vehicles and goes to church. And also, when reaching there, he doesn't go to the class, Sunday school of his age. No, you go to the amateur class. That's not a disability. Neither is it an illness. You see, it is called, as I said, it is called a precocious maturity. This is whereby you find that you have a child or there's this child or a baby who is behaving like an older person. He thinks like an older person. He has self-control like an older person. He has friends who are older than his age, way older than his age. He's very observant, very thoughtful. He handles serious matters. Like in his case, when you follow up that video, this boy says that he does business. He does business at his age. He makes things. He makes vehicles, those toys, vehicles, some things, and sells. And after receiving money, he saves. And he takes some money to the parents, the sister, and some of the money he saves. Now he's saying he wants to buy a smartwatch. That's not the mind of 5-year-old kid. 5 years, most of us know that a 5-year-old kid who knows money, when you give them money, they relate with small money. When you give them money, they just run to the shop. They want to buy sweets, chips, small things like according to their age. But this one behaves like a mature person. He is very responsible. He already has a business. He already has a business. Now, there are very many reasons why some children behave like this. You find that some children are given a responsibility when they are very young. Others, they are so intelligent. Their natural personality and our intelligence is so intact, and they don't just behave like kids. They are intelligent, developed very early in life, and so if you put them even in a class of their age, they'll feel so bored. They'll feel like new toto, like it is being childish. For such a children, when you want to talk to them, when you want to relate to them at the grown-up level. And sometimes it can be environment whereby they have older siblings and they're always around older people. Now look at this young man, a baby of 5-6 years. His friends are older, like 3 times, 4 times his age, or even 5 times, 6 times his age. And it's not like this is a disability. No, it's not a disability. So if you're a parent of or a guardian or a caregiver of such a child, you are supposed to make sure that there is balance. You don't treat him as a really grown up person, so that he is now pressured to hide his feelings, because he's still a child. He need to go to school. He need to play. And if you pressure him too much, you'll find that he grows faster, which is not good. He'll be under pressure to be a mature person. He's already mature because of his intellect. But naturally, he's supposed to be a kid. So you're supposed to be very careful when you're handling such a kid, so that they don't hide their emotions. They don't hide in that maturity intellect. So as a parent, you're supposed to be, you don't now leave your responsibility to such a kid, because now they're exhibiting their maturity level than some of their parents. You'll find that in some homes where they have such a children now, everyone will be leaving their responsibility to such a kids, which will also be overwhelming. So if you're a parent of such a child, just make sure that there is balance and there's no pressure. Don't pressure them to grow up fast. Don't pressure them so that they are in the state of hiding their emotions, because they're still children. Now, as a parent, how do you take care of this particular kid so that they grow in balance? Encourage them to have both intellect and let them also play. Let them play freely with their peers. Let them enjoy games. Let them enjoy their creativity. Let them experience being just kids. You see. And at a point where they want to relate with the older people, also allow them, so that there is that balance. So basically allow them to be children. Another thing is also just treat them as per their level. Don't overburden them. Give them stimulating conversation and challenges, because such a children like to be challenged. And also avoid giving them adult responsibilities like maybe acting like a caregiver or a mediator of a family. No, as I had said earlier, do not be tempted to now leave your responsibilities to such a child, because as far as they're exhibiting maturity, they're still children who also need to have a chance to grow as children. As a parent, you might also try to watch for hidden stress. Now, these children, people praise them, you've praised them. Now they're working with people who are older than them. And in most cases, they might decide to hide even their stresses. They might not cry because now they have already been tagged grown-ups. So it might be difficult for them to express their emotions. And so you, as a parent, you must be very careful to avoid the temptation of giving them too much responsibility against their age. As far as they're behaving like adults, they're still children. Your responsibility is supposed to be support them gently. Make sure that if it's possible, give them even professional guidance, because these are children who knows already what they want to do with their lives. So they're not like those who are still figuring out what to do. They already know what they want to do. So you can give them guidance, and also make sure that they don't have anxiety disorders later in life. So just make sure that you balance everything so that they may grow as children and also as adults, because their intellect is very intact as much. So as a parent also, make sure you are still a parent of that particular kid. Make sure you are still what? A parent of such a kid. Have guidance, have rules, clear rules in your house. Make sure that you treat them like children. Do not treat them like adults, because they are children. Ensure they still relies on you for guidance. Do not now let them to be in the world with the older friends, because some of the older friends, if you're not careful, they'll introduce such a children to things like bang, alcohol, such a funny things that you don't want a kid of their age to be involved in. So make sure that there are a lot of boundaries when it comes to friendship. Make sure that it is well guided. Make sure you know their friends, you know where they go, because older people also get attracted to such a young children who can reason like them. It excites them. You see, like in that video with your girl Obinna, you'll find that even the elder man is around there, and they are talking about other people who are older, and they are talking like they're talking to their age mates. And this is a kid. So if you're a parent and you are not careful with your parenting, you might find that you've left this child to grow on their own, thinking that they're mature to take care of themselves, but forgetting they're just children. They're just mature and they're children, even though their intellect is already matured, but they're children and they need also to be guided. So key point, just make sure that you give them room to grow. You see, because they're still children, they need to grow. Give them room to play with their age mate also. And also when it comes to reasoning, make sure you understand them, because they don't like to be around people who are behaving like children. You know, the boys say they don't like being in classes with small children. Otherwise, thank you. See you.